So here's the plan. What we're going to do is start with the processor right here. Just make a big pile of wood here because that's the burn pile. So if we need to push anything in there, we can go around it. But we're going to start the pile here, and then as we process, we'll pull the processor ahead and we'll just make a big, huge roll, because this faces south and it'll be nice to hit the sun. We'll make a big roll all the way out, like out to here, however long it takes, because we're going to get at least 2 or 3 semi-loads. And my plan is to put the logs right over here or right over here so we can grab them and then set them. And obviously when you set up a processor, you want your logs to be close, and what you want to have is not a lot of circles. You want to grab the wood, back up, pull in, load it, back up. So you want to make V's instead of circles. It's a lot faster if you're only making 2 moves instead of 10. So that's what we want to do. And so I think we're going to leave it right here. And I don't know if we may even pile some wood right up over here so we can grab it and then back up and then pull in. So when we get the logs here, we'll kind of determine where it's going to be the best spot. I'll kind of figure it out. But all right, let's get her set up. Well, there it is. I just got her set up, disconnected it, got the jacks leveled off, put the live deck down, got those kind of somewhat level. I think I'm sloping downhill just a little bit, but that's not the end of the world. I don't really want it sloping that way. And I think I got it front to back. It's pretty level. I mean, side to side, it's pretty level. And so we got it in place, and that is the plan. We're going to process wood right here. I'm going to go get my tractor now. I got to do a grease job on it. I haven't greased it in a while. We used it a bunch, so I got my grease gun here today, so we're going to grease the tractor up. Basically, I'm just doing all the prep work so that when the wood gets here, we're ready to rock and roll. So that is the plan. All right, let's go get the tractor. All right, I drove back into the corner woods here, and there's this tree right here, well, snag, whatever's left of it, to cut down. This is where the top broke off. We took that out already, so this has got to be cut down. And then there's that dead one over there with the bark coming off. That's got to come down. And I think that's it right here. But then over there, there's a couple of dead ones that got to come down. They're red oaks over there we got to take down, and I think there's one back in here too. Let's take a look over here. White oaks, white oaks. Yeah, this one here is very dead, so I can take that one down. And these are white oaks over here too. They look like they're alive, but there's an ash tree in here. I see that's got to come down. It's an ash tree right there. Not a real big one, but it's dead. So that'll come down. This one right here, and these are white oaks here. It looks like they're still alive. I see some buds up there. And this one here is a white oak. And that's a white oak. There's a dead one up over there I can see. It's a red oak. I think there's some down this way too. Oh, right here's the property line. So right here's the line. Right here. So anything that's on this side is dead. I'm gonna go look up here. I think there's some up over here. We'll go take a look. So right here, this dead one, it's kind of hung up. That's got to come down. And I'm not sure. I don't think there's any barbed wire in that one, but this one I see there is. But this is a white oak here. You can see how the barbed wire is going right through it. That. So if we cut this one, which we won't because it's still alive, cut it up high. And here, there's one across the road. We can get out. Yeah, it's actually, it fell over onto the neighbors, but they usually want this road open, so looks like we got some work to do here. We got this big dead one here. So all this can come out. I broke off one there where it's dead up above, and it's dead up above. So all this right here has got to go. So there's 1, 2, 3, basically 3, and then there's a broke off one over here. That's got to go too. I knew there was some in here. And again here, you see this one. There is barbed wire going right through the tree. So we'll cut it up high, and then maybe we'll try to cut it right down at the ground and take the stump out. Maybe, we'll see. Yeah, there's a dead one up here. I think I can see some more up ahead here. This one here is still alive, it looks like. That's a red oak. And these are red oaks here. That one, that's a white oak right here. That's a red, and it looks like it's starting to die, but it's not dead yet. See, there's a, looks like a white oak in there. Yeah, these all look alive yet. There's dead parts to them, but these are mostly white oaks. Because I know we took a lot of the reds out. Right here's a red. That one's a white. That one's a white. That one's a white. Oh no! I am wrong. Look at here. I just found a prize. I didn't even know these were in here. That right there is a white oak. But these right here, it's a big ash tree. That is a dead ash tree. And then again, it's right on the line pretty much. Looks like, oh no, the barbed wire does not go through it. That is a ash tree, so we'll have to get that out of there. That's on our side. And here's an apple tree. If I get this oak out of here, this apple tree would be way better. So right there's the fence, and this is the tree. So that's a good one there. There's a lot of wood in there. That's probably 1.5 cords, maybe even 2 cords of wood in that one tree. So I just found a prize. There's a cherry tree up here. The plan is to kind of brush this all out because a lot of the stuff is thornberry kind of stuff. So it's a cherry tree right here. Those are all alive yet. See, there's an elm. No, it's a hackberry, red oak, white oak, white oak. Kind of a mix, and there's a whole bunch more going this way too. I'm not going to go way over there, but. And then there's a lot of this. This is a walnut. No, this is a bitternut hickory. I think there's another oak tree. Looks like it's still alive. And then we're going to thin out some of these aspen trees or popple trees in here too. That's the plan. And eventually, we want to kind of cut all this buckthorn out of here. That's this stuff. It's basically just thick brush, and we want to cut it low to the ground too. Take a lot of this out of here. And then any of the trees we want to keep, like the cherry trees and the red oaks and the white oaks and the bitternuts, which is what this is here. It's another bitternut. They'll do better without competition. There's a whole bunch of bitternuts right here. So we're going to leave all those. We'll leave all the nut trees basically that are alive. There's a red oak right here, a white oak right here. And then there's another red oak and another red oak and more bitternut hickory and more red oaks. I don't see any other ones that are dead. I'm just looking through here. Another cherry tree right there. So right there's a cherry tree. So we for sure want to leave that. And then there's bitternuts, small oaks, and so yeah, and then we want to thin out some of these aspen in here too, these popples. Back over there, we want to thin some of those out too. So whether there's like 2 or 3 together, we'll take out at least one of them, maybe 2 of them, and just leave one stand. So there's a thick spot right in there. I did cut some out already. In here, there's 2 right next to each other. We're going to definitely cut one of those. There's 2 right there. We'll cut one of those. Yeah, there's some trees in here to work on. And then right in there, some thick poplar aspen trees. We'll take those out, 1 or 2 of them.